Rocket is launched with an initial upward velocity 50 meters per second. Find all values of t for which the rocket's height is 30 meters. So the idea here, and they're trying to help you here with this trajectory, is it goes up and it comes down. And there's actually two places most likely where it hits 30 meters. So you set the equation equal to 30. All right, so this we'll just come down here because that's the rest of it's just a bunch of algebra. 550t minus 5t squared equals 30. You can move the t's to either side. I guess I would move everything right because then everything's positive.
Okay.
So it looks like you've got 5t squared minus 50t plus 30 equals 0. And then you really hope this factors, but it does say that you're going to round your answer to the nearest hundredth. So you're probably going to have to use a quadratic formula
Right
for that.
Okay.
So there, I guess I would just, since it says to round, I mean, you could graph this too, but I know you won't have that on the exam. But this is quadratic formula. A equals 5, B equals minus 50, and C equals 30. So X equals opposite of B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. And we're just putting those numbers in. So it's minus 50 plus or minus the square root of minus 50 squared minus 4 times 5 times 30 all over 2 times 5, like that. And that's where you get your calculator, and you hope you're really good at putting that in the calculator.
Yeah. I'll
so-
plug that in. Yeah, there's like a calculator you can use on Alex. So I'm just plugging it into that because that's usually what they want you to do.
Yeah, it's a good idea. That way it matches what you do on the exam.
Right. Okay, I'm plugging that in. 5, 30. And all over divided by 10. And yeah, it gives me a decimal, which would make sense because it's seconds.
Yeah, so I've got two answers here, 0.64 and 9.36.
Yeah, I got both of those.
Okay.
And then I'll just type both of those in.
Yeah, because it says there may be, if there's more than one answer, use the or button. Because it's positive, they both apply.
We'll use both, right?
Yes.
But if one was negative, we would exclude the negative one.
Most likely, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was correct. Okay, I'll share my screen again. So this one, it's like already in quadratic formula. We just have to reorganize it.
You can, yeah. If you feel more comfortable, you've got to get that A is minus 5, B is minus 3, and C is 64. This one is, you're setting it equal to 0 though, for when it hits the ground. This one gives you two answers. One's negative, one's positive.
Okay.
So, I mean, do you want me to share my screen? Do you want to try this on your own?
Yeah, I'm writing it down, but yeah.
Okay.
So the equation would be negative 5t minus 3t plus 64 equals 0.
5t squared. Maybe.
Yes, 5t squared, yeah. Plus, minus t, okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, let's write it down here. Minus 64 all over 2. Okay, so type that in.
I've got the answers whenever you're.
Yeah, yeah, I'm trying to copy and paste it. Oh my God, the Zoom thing. Okay, wait, hold on. That didn't work. Okay, the first answer I got 3.29.
That's correct.
And then I have to do the second one. Three minus 3 squared minus 4. And the second one is negative 3.89. Or sorry, negative 3.
Yes, that one gets thrown out because
It's
it's
negative, so it's just 3.29.
yes, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, that was correct. And then. Okay, oh, why is my Zoom?
So this one's kind of like, it's more like the first one where you're
Mhm.
setting the equation equal to a number.
Mhm.
So in this case, you're setting it equal to the ball's height 11 feet. You see that in the next
Right
part.
here, yeah. Okay.
So
So are we rearranging it and then setting it to 11?
it's up to you. Yeah, I mean, there's a few options. I think you should, whichever is more comfortable. If you want to rearrange it, or you just set it equal to 11 as is.
Mhm. I'll probably just rearrange it to,
Okay.
yeah. So it'd be 16t squared minus 23t minus
Plus,
3.
you mean you're adding it to the other side of the equation?
Other side, yeah, like moving
Okay.
it over.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, so minus 23t and then it'd be minus 3 equals 11.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No. Sorry. I guess I misunderstood what you were saying.
Mhm.
You want to set it equal to 11, and then you can bring everything over.
Okay. So. Okay, so 16t. So it's 16t squared minus 23t plus 8 equals 0.
Yes.
Okay, got it. 8 plus 16 is negative 3. C is 8. Okay. Three.
There are two answers this time.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
And then this one, I would round it to the nearest hundredth. So
Yes,
it'd be 0.85.
Yes.
Okay, 0.85. Oh, 0.59. Yeah. Okay.
Let me just double check here. Yeah, 0.85 and 0.59. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, great. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll just move on to this one.
All right. Yeah, we can share first problem whenever you're ready. This is on every calculus, first year calculus students. They just hate this problem. All right, let me share my screen here and we'll work through it. This one's a bit tedious, but it's very formulaic. So you have to you're given f of x. Okay, so this f of x is that f of x right there. Okay, you also need to find f of x plus h. Now I'm just rewriting it down here. F of x plus h means to put x plus h wherever you see an x.
Okay.
Okay, now this is where it gets more complicated, is you have to simplify this, which means you have to expand it like this.
Okay, right. Okay.
All right, so I'll show you the foiling here. It becomes x squared plus xh plus it ends up being h times x, but you want to make it xh plus h squared minus 9. And then you combine like terms 2xh plus h squared. And then you distribute the 2.
Okay, got it. Plus 2, 4, okay. So this is just the final.
No, this is one piece.
This is one piece, right? Because then.
So we need f of x plus h. So we need f of x plus h, which is what I just wrote here. Okay. So that's gonna take the place of that. Okay. Minus f of x. Okay. So your f of x is what's given. Now I'm going to do it in parentheses, 2x squared minus 9. So this is f of x. Try to maybe color code that so you can see it later on. All right. And then it's all divided by h. So there's still more to do.
Okay.
Now, this looks awful, but it's yeah, you're close. So you have to distribute this negative to both terms on the right. So a lot of rewriting, 2x squared plus 4xh plus 2h squared minus 9 minus 2x squared plus 9 all over h. And you'll see cancellations. You'll see that this minus 2x squared cancels with this one, and this 9 cancels with this one, and everything that's left has an h in it. So this becomes 4xh plus 2h squared over h. And you divide each of these by h. So it's 4xh over h plus 2h squared over h. And then the h is canceled. So it's 4x plus 2h. And that is your final answer.
Wow, that is a lot.
Yes. Yes.
That's not too bad. There's just a few steps.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'll share again. Oh. So.
Okay, so I'll grab this one again. It's just more of the same, but it takes a few to really even begin to want to attempt this on your own. All right, so let me share my screen and here we go. All right, so you're given f of x. That's this piece here.
Right.
That's f of x. Great. So you do need to find f of x plus h. That means you're putting x plus h wherever you see an x in the original function. So it's minus 3x plus h squared minus x plus h plus 5. Notice that I'm putting it in parentheses when I substitute. It's very important to do it that way. So now, one of the things that you might think would be worth memorizing is that x plus h squared is x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. That might be worth.
Okay, yeah.
Because it helps to speed this up a little bit.
Mhm.
All right, minus x minus h plus 5 minus 3x squared minus 6xh minus 3h squared minus x minus h plus 5. So most often it's the signs that get done wrong. So
Like
just
tricky, yeah.
so now we're ready to actually do the formula. So we need f of x plus h, which is this that I'm highlighting here. So we grab that. Minus 3x squared minus x plus 5.
Okay.
So this is where you, and it's all over h.
Mhm.
This is where you first distribute this negative in,
Mhm.
and then you're rewriting all the rest.
Right.
Now some cancellations. 3x squared goes with 3x squared. Positive x goes with positive x. Minus 5 goes with 5. Everything that's left over in the top has an h in it. Minus 6xh minus 3h squared minus h all over h.
Mhm.
And then you divide each of these by the h.
Okay.
And then it's minus 6x minus 3h minus 1.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, I can try the second one,
Okay.
but I think the beginning steps I kind of okay. Let's just.
Oh, this one's totally doable. This one
Okay,
is
yeah, definitely. So f of x is 5 minus 3. So first step is plugging this in for
into x.
These values.
Just the one x there. Yeah.
So I would write it as f parentheses 5x minus 3 plus h.
It goes in for x. It replaces x. It's me 5 parentheses x plus h minus 3.
5 parentheses. Wait. Wait, could you write it out like?
Yeah, let me start it.
Okay, yeah, and
then
go
you,
from there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the proper way to do it is to really write f of x again. That way you see it.
Yeah, I did that.
And then f of x plus h means that this x plus h is going in for x.
Oh, for x, okay.
Like this, okay? So try it from here.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And let me know what you come up with.
Okay. Yeah, so now it's 5 parentheses x plus h minus 3.
Yes.
Mhm.
And you do want to distribute.
Mhm. H minus 3. Yes, I have 5x plus 5h minus 3, and then
Then you're gonna subtract the f of x, which is 5x minus 3 from that.
Mhm. So the 5x's cancel out, and then you're just left with 5h minus 6.
The 3 also cancels out. So there's a sign error somewhere. 5x plus 5h minus 3 minus parentheses 5x.
Oh, right.
Minus
So
3.
Plus, yeah, so that's no 3. So it's just 5h over h.
That's right. Which is just,
Just, 5.
yeah, let me just double check that. I was doing it up here.
Mhm.
Yeah, that looks right.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was correct.
Great.
Let's share my screen. I feel like I could do this, but I guess this one I also tried finding the range.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be I'll share my screen. Well, you'll see there's a nice way to do this that does not involve any graphing. Right, here we go. Okay, so first thing is do you know whether this opens up or down? It's based on the number.
Down.
It opens down. Okay. So when it opens down, it has a range of minus infinity bracket. Okay. And the number that goes here for the moment, I'm just going to call K. We'll talk about what that is. When it opens up, its range is K.
Bracket and parentheses. Yeah.
Yes. Now this K comes from the vertex. The vertex is HK. So
Right.
it's the Y value of the vertex. So just keep that in mind here for the moment. We're going to write A equals -1, B equals 2, and C equals -5. To get the X value of the vertex, it's a formula. It's minus B over 2A.
Yeah.
Okay, so this becomes +1. Now that's the H, which is useless to us. But to get K, you have to put 1 back into.
Plug it back in. Yeah.
So again, substitute in parentheses. Okay, so it's 1 squared negated plus 2 times 1 minus -5.
And then I got -2. Wait, sorry, -3. No, what am I saying? Wait. 1 + 2 - 5.
First one is -1 because you square and then negate.
Right.
So that's, I get -4 for this one. All right. So now again, you got to know which way it is. So it's this first one. So it's gonna be parentheses -infinity -4 bracket.
Okay. Okay, I can try the second one, but I'll share my screen again. So we know this one will open up because it's positive.
That's right.
So I'll first solve for the B.
Okay.
So it's -6. So I got 51 for the Y.
That what did you get for the X?
For the X, I got -6.
So minus B over 2A is -12 over 2 times 2, which is 4, -12 over 4, which is -3.
Oh my God. So let's see. Wait, -B over 2. Okay, so it's -3.
Yes,
Right? Yeah,
that's
okay,
the X value. Still need the
yeah, okay. So I got 1 for the y value.
Yes, yes. So is it the since it opens up, which order is it?
It's going to be bracket 1, comma, positive infinity parentheses.
Yes,
Share my screen. Or can you see my screen?
yes, yep,
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'll try this one as well.
yeah. Give me give me the X value first. Make sure don't get too far into it.
Yeah. So this one will open down. Okay, that's negative b over 2a. So -4.
Yes.
4 squared. And then the y is -2.
That's correct.
So it would be see, a negative infinity parentheses comma 2 and then in the bracket.
No, wait, -2. You said -2 for the y. Yeah.
-2 in the bracket. Okay.
Good.
Okay. Okay, that was simple. I read the explanations or like the instructions and it's just not like clear on how to like break down the steps, but okay. And then also this one I attempted, but I get confused when it asks for the minimum or like maximum cost.
Yeah, so they're just asking for the y value of the vertex,
Right.
believe it or not. So let's grab a snip of this. It maybe just the numbers here are kind of large, but you actually already know enough to do this, believe it or not.
Yeah, because I was doing all of them and then some of them it was just asking for the like b value.
Yes. Yes.
Then,
so just what is the minimum unit cost? That's what the function is giving you. So you're just finding the y value of the vertex. So the a equals 1, b equals -660, and c we actually don't need for the moment. So the x value of the vertex is -b over 2a minus -660 over 2 times 1, which is 330. And then to find the actual y value, you have to put that back in
yeah.
for x. All right, so I'm gonna go to my calculator here and all right, so I get 13,143.
Yeah, I'm still solving the plus 2. Oh yeah, I got the same thing.
Great.
Okay, I'll share my screen again. I guess this one's different, but it's also just similar to what we did. So
This is the y value of the vertex. So if you want to try that on your own, I can confirm the answer.
So I can move, or should I wait, do I have to rearrange it?
You don't. You just have to recognize what a and b are. A is the number in front of t squared.
So 52.
Yeah. No, t squared.
T
So
squared, yeah, which is
minus 16.
A is negative minus 16, and then B is
B
52.
is 52. Yeah.
And then so I get 1.63.
625. So you cannot round.
You can't round it. Okay.
It's if you look at the question, it says
Do
do
not
not
round
round.
it.
Yeah, that you got to pay attention to that little stuff. But that's not the answer. The answer is when you put that into
For the equation.
yes. So you still have another little bit to go. So to put that back in for t.
Mhm. Okay, and then I got 42.25.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So same situation. So when it asks for the minimum cost, that's where I'm only looking for the like Y value.
So this one is actually the X because it says how many engines must be made to minimize the cost. They're not actually asking for the minimum cost. They're asking for the quantity.
Quantity of engines. Okay.
Yeah, so you just have to find the X value of the vertex.
So I got 320, and then
Yes.
I
No.
plug that back in.
No, that's your answer. That's your answer because it says how many engines,
Mhm.
not what is the minimum cost. It just says how many engines to
Okay.
make the minimum cost. So it's just the 320 in
Okay.
this case.
Okay.
It's all about the language in the problem.
Mhm. So like these ones, it would be like quantity, whereas like other ones just might be like, what is like the minimum
Yes,
cost?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, might as well just do this one. This doesn't look too bad. Okay. Okay. Let's start it.
All right. Let me grab a snip.
Mhm.
All right, it says John has 240 meters of fencing. He will use it to form 3 sides of a rectangular garden. So I'll show that in I guess in red here. These are the 3 sides.
Mhm.
The 4th side will be along the house, will not need any fencing. So the idea here is that we have to come up with the formula for area. So area of a rectangle is base times height.
Mhm.
But in your problem, you have two of the sides are x and x.
Mhm.
The other side we don't know.
Mhm.
Okay. So you might think, well, how are we going to do this? So it would be x times y, but that's not what they're looking for.
Mhm.
We have to come up with y. So we have to use this 240.
Mhm.
So 240 is x plus y.
Mhm.
It's the two sides plus the third side.
Mhm.
And we can solve this. We can solve for y.
Mhm.
So 240 equals 2x plus y.
Mhm.
Subtract 2x from both sides. Y equals 240 minus 2x.
Mhm.
So that equation is going to replace this one.
Mhm.
So it's not x times y. I mean, it is, but you're going to substitute in. So it's x times 240 minus 2x, which is 240x minus 2x squared. So that's the answer to this first box here.
Okay, got it.
All right, now to do the next part, this is the vertex stuff. So it's asked what side length of x gives the maximum area that the garden can have. So you have to find the x value of the vertex. So this is what you're asking me about before. You can rewrite it if you want. It's totally up to you.
Mhm.
A is -2, B is 240.
Mhm.
So your x value is minus b over 2a.
Mhm.
Minus 240 over 2 times -2. And that looks like it's 60.
60, yeah,
So that's what it's asking for here. This is,
side length.
yes, okay. And then you got to be careful though, because it might ask for y in another problem.
Mhm. Okay.
So there's no guarantee of that. Now, to find the maximum area, you put the 60 back into the area equation back in here. You're basically finding the y value of the vertex.
Mhm.
So it's a of 60 equals -2 times 60 squared plus 240 times 60. And you need to grab a calculator, use that one they give you.
Yeah, okay.
And I get 7,200. Recommend checking that.
Yeah. Yeah, I also got that. Okay. Just make sure I have all of that written correctly. Okay, I'll share my screen again. Okay, so this one's different. Okay. So okay, I guess I'll just draw this out. Okay, so it says a wire that is 16 centimeters long is shown. The wire is
Sorry. Could you share your screen? Sorry.
yeah. Oh, is it not sharing? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wrote these down. Okay, so it says wire that is 16 centimeters is shown below. The wire is cut into two pieces and each piece is bent and formed into the shape of a square. So suppose the side length in centimeters of one square is x as shown below. So we already have x here. And then suppose
All right, this one's, I mean, this one I think is more complicated. And then maybe I can set, like, this is maybe a fun exercise, you know, if we had the time to actually cut up something like this, but you're cutting, it's really, there's really 4 X's here.
Because they're all equal.
Yeah. So so what's left over at the moment is 16 minus 4X. Like whatever X is, you need 4 of them to cut from this.
Right, okay.
So then this other one is getting like the leftovers. So each side is a fourth of this. So you have to divide this by 4. And that gives you 4 minus X on each side.
Okay. And it's the same on all 4 sides? Or-
Yes, yes. So the area of the larger one is X times X, or X squared. The area of the smaller one is, well, we actually don't know whether it's smaller. It's just drawn smaller. Is 4 minus X times 4 minus X. And we got to add these together.
Okay.
So you do want to FOIL on the right there.
Okay, I'll do that.
So we got 2X squared minus 8X plus 16. So that's most likely your first box there.
I got it. And then for the second one, that's what we'll find the B.
Yeah, I don't really like this problem because the answer is that there's only one square. Which I don't know if that's right. Let me check this one. Another thing I use. Okay, yeah, actually this is fine. So did you get the value of X for the vertex?
I got 4.
It should be, so it's minus B over 2A, should be minus 8 over 2 times 2, which is 8 over 4, which is 2.
Oh, I keep plugging. I always make that mistake with the bottom. Okay. So 2. Okay, I'll re-plug that in.
And then the minimum area you get from putting that number back into the equation.
And then I got 4.
Should be 8. 2 times 2 squared minus 8 times 2 plus 16. 2 squared is 4, times 2 is 8.
Oh, I forgot the 2. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I got 8.
Fantastic. Let's see if we can get the last one done here.
So the first side length is 2, and then the minimum area is 8 square. So what is it?
Yes. Wait, the equation is not right. It's 2x squared.
Word, yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll share my screen. Okay. This one. Okay.
I'm not able to see your screen at the
Oh,
moment.
okay. Let me just. Okay, this last one.
This one again.
Yeah.
All right. There is a pattern here, but it's good to write it out a few times.
So X.
So the perimeter, the three sides, x plus y equals 280. So y equals 280 minus 2x.
Mhm.
And then your area is x times y, or x times 280
Mhm.
minus 2x, 280x minus 2x squared.
Mhm.
So there's a lot there to get that first one done.
Mhm.
And then you find your vertex. That's
Right.
minus b over 2a
Mhm.
minus 280 over 2 times minus 2, which is minus 280 over minus 4, or
Mhm.
70. And then the maximum area you get from putting that back in to the other one,
Mhm.
up here at the area problem.
Yeah.
So it ends up being,
Let's see.
please check this, but I believe it's 9,800.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, I got 9,800.
Okay, fantastic.
It said the first equation is wrong, which is weird. Yeah. But I understand how to do the pattern now, so
Okay,
I'm sure I can attempt these. I get the hang of it now.
all right. Well, I do
Yeah.
apologize for
Oh,
some of the
don't
sloppiness
worry about
today,
it.
but all right. Well,
Thank you so much for today.
yeah, of course. I'll see you next time, whenever that is. Hope you have a great
Okay,
rest of your
thank you
day.
so much.